What is up, YouTube? This is AVAULT here, back again today with you guys another new Speed Duel deck profile. And today's deck profile will be the Blade Knight Control deck profile. So yes, I know that this is actually not really that new. It's more like an old or an update, but I haven't done an update of the Blade Knight deck profile since the release of Scars of Battle. And it only makes sense for me to do one for you guys as well here on this channel. I know there's a lot of resources out there already that you guys can get, that you probably are very familiar with this deck by now and you've seen it everywhere. But I still just decided I wanted to show you guys this deck profile because of the match duel that we had a few days ago as well against the Amazoness. And I know some of you guys are more who are more leaning to competitive, want to know what's in the side deck as well and the really minor details. So I just thought I'd just do one anyways for you guys right here. So you know, this is quite Scars of Battle has been out for quite a while already with Ultimate Predators, but here we go. No surprise, we're playing the one Weevil skill. But oh yes, sorry, as usual we're going to do a quick card sleeve review right here. As always, we used the same one from last time for the Blade Knight Control. When we played Dice Foon back then, we're using the simple clean blue OCG Yu-Gi-Oh sleeves that were released many years ago, which are really hard to find by now, but I collected them and decided to showcase here for you guys. Looks really neat, clean and simple. But yeah, anyways, let's just go straight into the deck profile. So skill, Hidden Parasite, self-explanatory, and combo with Eradicating Aerosol. As we all know, it's a really powerful card and combo right now. Standard, 3 Blade Knights, as always. It's just really good with its attack boosting up together to 2000, as well as don't forget the effect of flip effect monsters are not activated if this is the only card. If you control no other monsters except for this Blade Knight, and then if you attack any flip effect monsters, they don't get their flip effects. Basically, it's just really good against like Man-Eater Bug and Gale Lizards, or like what was it, Crystal Seers, Apprentice Magicians, if anyone would play those as well. It's just pretty neat effect that you guys shouldn't forget. Next, of course, 3 Command Knights, just extremely great to perform the command lock, as well as boosting up all your warrior type monsters by 400. It's just really powerful. And then moving on to the non-warrior type monsters, you know, I'm playing 2 Zombinas. Zombinas can basically bring back any of these guys, any monster in this deck, literally, and it's just really good. And we're playing 2 Yomi ships. I believe there's not much of a difference, this one compared to the one back then as well. Yomi ship is just really great for popping your monsters, and it works well with Zombina to bring it back. You know, some of you guys might say play Man-Eater Bug or play Blast Sphere or Gale Lizard instead, but it doesn't combinate well with Zombina because you can't get the flip effect going on when you play those cards, and Yomi ship works the best, I personally feel like. So yeah, that basically rounds off the monsters. A lot of holos actually, now thinking about it, you know. Blade Knight looks really cool as well. Moving on to spells, 2 simple ones. Eradicating Aerosol, just really good to really help you turn the tables around when you're dueling, when you're in some situations. Using at the right time really devastates your opponent and can really give you the advantage from there instead. So that's it. Now moving on to traps. I know you guys also know there's a trap heavy deck, so we're playing 3 kunais. I personally think kunai is just so much better. One of the best traps right now currently. You know, being able to equip to increase your attack as well as using it at the damage step is just extremely powerful, giving you a lot of options and viability compared to Windstorm. And I don't play Windstorm in this deck as well, just so you guys know. Also next, since we used to play Dice Foon combo with It's My Lucky Day, this deck is really lacking on back row removal now currently. So I decided to play Dust Tornadoes, and Dust Tornadoes are just extremely good against any deck out there because you can just pop your opponent's back row to make it easy for you to swing in as well. And you guys probably saw that Dust Tornado was really good against the Amazoness matchup as well when we're playing against that deck. Here, some of you guys might want to swap that out for Night Beams instead. I personally don't play Night Beam because there are a lot of players in my local tournament area that they play Security Orbs and Wild Tornadoes, and if you Night Beam into that stuff, that basically turns around against you, and that is actually very dangerous. So that's personally why I don't play Night Beam. but Dust Tornado is really usually I like to use it to pop face-up cards, similar to Twist, how we would use it for Twister, but also being able to choose face-up cards as well is the better advantage in my own honest opinion, rather than with Night Beam you can only choose face-down cards. That's the main reason I play Dust Tornado. Last but not least, we're playing 2 ready for intercepting. You know, right now this format is still very warrior and spellcaster heavily based actually. A lot of decks still run these 2 types, so self-explanatory that I play 2 actually in the main deck. So that basically rounds off for the traps. Excuse me. So now we're running into our side deck right here. We are playing 2 Gear Freed, the Iron Knights, and it's kind of ironic within this deck because I play a lot of kunais and it just doesn't work well with Gear Freed at all, and you can't really do that damage step combo thing going on. But Gear Freed is actually really good to side in when you're playing against a deck that heavily plays Blast Spheres, Mask of a Curse, you know, stuff like that, or just something you need to have even stronger, because with 1 Command Knight and a Gear Freed becomes 2200 attack, plain out simple on the board, which is really hard for most cards to run over. So that's really neat. I play 1 more RFI because if you're against, once again, a very spellcaster heavy deck, such as the spell counters or something that's warrior heavy, you can really just counter them by putting their monsters face down instead. And I don't play warrior elimination, so for that reason, because I have the warriors taken care of already with eradicating Aerosol and RFI already, so I don't use warrior elimination. As well, it's hurtful for against this deck. 1 Metal Morph as well is just really good if you need to run over big monsters. 1-off is just great, and pretty hard and unpredictable card for most players when they're playing against this deck as well, so it can give them quite a good surprise. 1 Possessed Dark Soul, you know, standard procedures if you are against Relinquish, just in case, putting this, or any Enchanting Fitting Room decks that your opponent plays, Possessed Dark Soul is just also really good. Last but not least, Blast Help by Attribute, usually geared towards for Gravekeepers and maybe like Dinosaur Kingdom Turbo. You know, those can get those are not really highly competitive decks, but they can be really cheesy to go against as well. Gravekeepers is a high competitive deck as well, so this is also one of the reasons why I play Blast Help by Attribute, which is really good. So that basically rounds up for the deck profile, guys. Yeah, kind of a little bit different I take on with the side deck, since I guess my local tournament's a little bit different in the meta-wise, and people play slightly differently. So side deck really depends on your surrounding and environment, honestly, overall. So yeah, that basically, once again, if you guys enjoy this deck profile, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like this video. It really helps support the channel. If you guys want to see more speed through videos, be sure to comment down below as well, and by letting me know, be sure to subscribe. That's a way to let me know that you guys want more speed through content, and the support that you guys give me, I really appreciate it. So by subscribing, that's a way to let me know that you guys want more of these videos out there. So once again, you know, really appreciate your support and feedback. You know, we probably reached close to 1,000 subscribers, almost, just around 100 more or less by the time I was filming this video. So very close, and really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the great support once again, and thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great day, great night, wherever you are. And this is Vault, signing out.